Some Democrats expect President Biden to cruise to re-election, but there are Republicans who either are excited at the chance to vote Donald Trump back into office or are intrigued by what Nikki Haley has to offer the party.
And of course, there are many in our community who tell 7 Action News reporter Sarah Michaels they're not enthused by any of the candidates this year.
So what will they do? Well, tonight she's out and about in Southeast Michigan asking voters exactly that.
This election season, there's a variety of influences driving people to the polls. So we're hitting the road to talk to voices across Southeast Michigan about what's motivating them to vote. What's driving you to the polls this year?
The way the country's been run, I think it's good. I like Biden.
Roland Alston from Farmington Hills tells me that NATO relations are what's driving him to the polls this election season. Not only is he supportive of President Biden's work in office, he says he's supportive of anyone but Donald Trump after the former president was quoted saying he would encourage Russia to, quote, do whatever the hell they want if it attacked a NATO country that didn't pay enough for defense.
Seemed like he's favoring with Russia more than anything else.
Who are you voting for?
Trump.
Over in Roseville, Lisa Draper couldn't agree less. Inflation is driving her to the polls. She tells me if you want to see who the better candidate is, look at your bank account when Trump was in office versus now with Biden.
When we had him, things were a lot cheaper. Now things are not so great.
What do you hope changes if Donald Trump is in office once again?
Cheaper food, cheaper gas, the economy to be easier.
Maybe some hope for everybody.
Cindy Wyatt from Harrison Township can't stand the idea of either candidate and a repeat of the 2020 election season. Even though Republican candidate Nikki Haley is trailing far behind Trump, hope for change is driving Wyatt to the polls to vote for Haley. What is it about Nikki Haley that you're encouraged by?
Somebody younger, somebody different.
What do you think of President Biden?
But when I saw him speak, it just seems like he aged quickly and the words that are coming out of his mouth don't make sense.
High school volleyball coach Taylor from Detroit tells me she usually votes Democrat, but recent interviews with President Biden and his abortion policies are driving her to the polls, making her consider voting Republican for the first time. But she tells me she still has more research to do.
It seems like everyone lies. They say what they want to get you to vote, and then when they're in office, it's like, wait a minute, now you said.
They're just scary to me.
What Mark Kempinski from Hamtramck calls nasty politics is what's driving him to the polls. He tells me he's voting for Biden in fear of the divisiveness that he feels Trump causes.
You're standing behind a guy along with neo-Nazis.
So I voted for Biden last election cycle, and I won't be voting for him this cycle.
In Dearborn, Nader DeWood tells me the only presidential party he'd consider voting for this election is independent. His disapproval in America's response to the Israel-Hamas war is driving him to the polls. He's a part of the Abandon Biden campaign, a Michigan Arab and Muslim-based campaign that aims to apply pressure on Biden to call for a ceasefire in Gaza by taking away support from him at the polls. Who do you think you'll vote for then?
I'm just going to leave the president section blank, or I might do a write-in.
Pick the better with lesser evils.
Remember, Michigan's primary election is Tuesday, February 27th. No matter what is driving you to the polls, this is your opportunity to make your voice heard. In Southeast Michigan, Sarah Michaels, 7 Action News.
Bottom line, don't complain if you don't vote. Thank you, Sarah.